Skin. It is the largest organ in the human body. It allows us to feel the outside world, it protects us from infection, and frankly, it looks a lot better on you than your muscle does. And for most of the time, we mostly take it for granted. Unless, of course, we've had some of it removed in an accident, or we've had to have an entire part of a limb removed and had to get a prosthetic as a replacement. However, and prosthetics are pretty useful to some extent. I mean, we can control them with our brains, but we've been able to do that for a long time. And prosthetics don't really allow much in the way of sending sensory information back to the brain. Until now, that is.
Dude, we found life on YOLO!
640 terabytes of data in 1 second.
But as Wired points out, the study was limited to blunt physical interactions between animals.
So if I'm interpreting this right, I guess that means Ham would make a terrible weatherman for us. Brought to you by KhAnubis Productions, and also actually in part by Game of Science. If you have a prosthetic limb, it's likely that you have a prosthetic limb that you can control with your mind. We've been able to do that for quite a while now. However, even with a mind-controlled prosthetic, you wouldn't necessarily be able to know whether the object you were holding was, either so hot that it would burn the metal of the prosthetic, or so slippery that it would quickly fall out of your grip. But recently, a group of American and Korean researchers has developed a special polymer designed to mimic real skin through its elasticity and the sensory information it gives. The polymer is infused with thin, dense networks of gold and silicon that are bent into different shapes that can elongate to allow for the same flexibility as skin. The polymer also has a layer of actuators on top of it that can be heated to a temperature of normal human skin, so shaking hands with someone with the polymer on their prosthetic limb would be presumably more comfortable than just shaking hands with an arm that's basically a robot arm. Dae-Hyun Kim, who led the project at Seoul National University, tested the polymer by connecting it to a rat's brain and scanning the brainwaves. He was able to measure the reactions in the rat's brain, just not to which extent. So, they tried it on a human brain, specifically that of Justin Tyler, who lost one of his hands. Tyler could control the prosthetic hand using a muscle interface, and the 20 sensors relayed the sensory information to him through an electrode attached to a nerve in the stump of his arm, allowing him to pick up a cherry without accidentally crushing the fruit. So thank you for watching this video. Wow, honestly, this video actually really makes me want to do a video on prosthetic limbs sometime. I think I'll do it sometime soon. In the meantime, you can subscribe to KhAnubis Productions for more positivity every Wednesday and/or more science, history, and Klingon every Sunday. I'll see you on Sunday.